Hi, everyone, and welcome to your August energy reading. We are going to be talking about an important theme that's going to be happening the month of August. Secrets that will unfold, blessings that will appear, any notable events or situations that may happen or come about, and the best way to embrace or deal with them, okay? So let's get right into it. We have pile one. This card, Mookaite Jasper, is the crystal heart. We have pile two, this card, Carnelian, is the crystal heart. And we have pile three, this card, and Unakite is the crystal heart. So whether it's the pile number, the crystal, the card, whatever it is that calls to you, let your feelings, let your intuition guide you. If you feel called to watch more than one, you can most certainly do that. These are timeless messages. And whenever you see this video, okay, this reading, there's probably a message for you in there if you're drawn to it. So choose your pile and I will see you there. Hi to those of you who chose pile one, this card, or this Mookaite Jasper crystal heart. I'm just going to set this over to the side and I'll put this card away and let's get right into your reading. So we're going to do live tarot and oracle as well with this, but I have pre-made the piles. You know what? Sometimes it's just easier and it feels right. Okay, so what important theme is there going to be in the month ahead for August? Okay. We have Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. Okay, so I like that. That's a very positive card for a theme of what's going to be happening here in the month of August for you. So where is the new beginning happening? Well, it's going to be different for everyone, right? Pile one, there's many of you watching this. So what I feel from watching, I feel like I'm watching a video, from looking at this card is, I almost feel it looks like the fairy is running through the woods, right? I almost feel like this new beginning is a new beginning of freedom for you. That's going to be a message for some of you. Remember what we're doing here. It could be an individual. It may all tie together in the end. We don't know until we get there. But I feel like it's a new beginning of freedom, of breaking free, of setting out on your own adventure even. But I feel like it's you moving forward, okay? I mean, there's many types of new beginnings, but that I feel like it's almost like a busting through or a breaking free in a, I'm going to say in a big way, all right? So we'll just keep that as the overall, all right, kind of theme for the month. All right, let's get right into your first of three sets of cards. And like I said, we'll be doing tarot and oracle as well. But this is a secret that will unfold. And we have the Keeper of Challenges, or the King of Swords. Oh. Is this a secret that's going to bring, I mean, most secrets, yes, bring clarity, I understand, or sometimes they don't. Not all secrets come out and they're clear and you're like, oh, okay, well, that explains everything, good or bad. I feel like this is almost like it's a secret that you've been waiting on. Okay, this is how you'll know. This is something that you've been waiting to find out about. Whether it's been that you've just waited all your life or you've been inquiring about it. Either way, this is something that you've been waiting to find out about. And when you do, it's going to actually bring clarity. It is going to shine a light, I want to say. Things will become clear for you. Now, because there's more than one person watching this, you know, I can't pinpoint exactly what it is other than you will know, okay? Because this is something, this will resonate with you or it won't. And maybe this won't be your particular message in this card, but it is a secret that you have been waiting to hear about, good or bad, either way. All right. And once you do, it's going to bring clarity. I don't feel like once you hear this, you're going to still be confused about anything. I think it's really going to shine a light on it and you're going to understand finally. Now, what's the best way to deal with it or to embrace it? Okay. We have making a difference. Well, I like this because pile one, what this is saying is whatever this is, once you find out and are clear about whatever this is that's been kept from you for however long, what are you going to do with that information? Are you going to sit on it? Are you just going to go, okay, well, good to know? This is Spirit's message to you, God, Source, Universe, or whomever it is for you, saying, no, once this information becomes available to you, because it's going to be clear, you need to use it. Not in a way to hurt others, not in a way to be, haha, I know, not in a way to be, I know, and now I'm going to keep the secret. None of that stuff. You need to use it. It says, my inner light shines far and wide. You need to use whatever this knowledge is that you have now been privy to, and you need to use it in a way that makes a difference, whether it's in your own life or in someone else's, okay? But there's something here about this, I'm just going to slide these over, where you need to put that information to work in some way. And if you're the light that gets to shine brightly for it, then so be it, right? Because it says my inner light shines far and wide. So use what you know, or what you find out rather, in a positive way. What is a blessing that will appear this month? We have Starlight. Okay, so this is actually the star card, all right? So maybe something that you've been wishing for, maybe you've wished upon a star. I always love that with the star card. Maybe something that you've been hoping for, that you were inspired to take action on, that you've been working on, is finally going to manifest into reality for you. It's finally going to happen. Okay, let's get the oracle with that mountain, right? Best way to embrace it or how to deal with it. Oh, okay. So what I'm liking about this here, how do you deal with it? You keep going. You keep working. You keep working at it. But something else just came in here, okay? Maybe for some of you, this, a blessing that will appear this month or come to you this month is you finally getting, because we've been talking about clarity, and this could tie together in some way for some of you, right? New beginning here. You're going to make a new beginning, making a difference. This is a new beginning for you because it's something that you have been, you planted the seeds for, your hopes and wishes, and you're bringing it into reality. You're making it happen. New beginning. But also here, maybe for some of you, this is finally getting the clarity, or this shines the clarity on what it is that you should be doing, what it is that you should go after, and having faith that you have the support of Spirit to help you get it. Okay? And how do you embrace it, or how do you deal with it? You start working hard towards it, okay? Like this just reminds me with mountain. It's like, you know what? Climbing a mountain isn't easy. Getting over the mountain isn't always necessarily easy. Doesn't mean it has to be hard or super hard, but it just has to be done. You have to put your nose to the grindstone and get it done. If you're trying to get over that mountain, you climb a little bit each day, right? And eventually you will make it to the peak, and then you'll be able to go down the other side again, bit by bit. You can't rush it. So I want to say that's a blessing that's going to happen. Some of you, it's coming in, but you need to keep the hard work up. For others of you, you're finally going to realize, this is what it is that I need to do. Okay, this is what, or I just finally need to start. Okay, the epiphany comes to you, the clarity comes to you that it's time for the new beginning and to start whatever this dream, hope, wish is. All right. Is there going to be any notable situations or events happening this month for you? Okay. Let's see in what area that could be or what it is. We have 2 of challenges or 2 of swords. I don't know, you guys. I just feel like this is a lot of, because swords are all about your thoughts and clarity and action and words. And I feel like that's what this is, right? Like you've got a sword here, but I feel with the star, that's also shining a light on something, right? Yeah. I feel you're going to be up in your head, but in a good way, okay? This is not going to be in a negative way. But with the 2 of challenges or the 2 of swords, something's going to come up for you this month where you need to make a decision. You're going to come to a crossroads, okay? And you may have to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror to figure out what you're going to do when this crossroads comes up. So, again, it can be in any area of your life. If it's with people, if it's with, an event that's happening or a situation that's happening, usually people are involved in that too, but it could be solitary for you. All right. Different again for everyone. But I feel like it's tied again to a new beginning here, right? You've got a choice that needs to be made. Let's see the best way to embrace it or to deal with it. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Okay, so I love this. Okay, so here we're looking at this card, and here is a narrow mountain path. Funny, we've got the mountain here too, all right? You're going to have to put your nose down. I said work hard, do whatever. I love that. But with this, well, there's a big boulder in the way. But look, that's the sword. King Arthur's sword. I can't remember what it is exactly. Is it the sword of, no, Michael's is the sword of truth. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's the sword that's embedded in the rock, right? So how do you overcome it? Well, we know King Arthur could overcome, right? He had Merlin there. I'm thinking of the TV show helping him. You have your angels and your spirit team, spirit in general, or again, whoever it is for you that's going to help you. But what I want to say about this, sorry, I'm just getting so excited. You're coming to a crossroads, but what I feel here, like usually I'll be like, okay, you come to the Y in the road, and there's either a good path to go down or a not so great path. One's going to be better than the other. Here, I'm not so sure if one is better than the other. I think they're both good, because I'm not getting a one or the other type of feeling. I feel like either one that you go down, there's going to be obstacles in that path, okay? Look, he's got his backpack on, he's got his knife, he's got his coin, he's got his bedroll, he's ready to go. But whatever this event is, it's like, I think that's why you come to the crossroads, because you're like, well, if I go down this way, there's an obstacle, or I know there's going to be obstacles. If I go this way, I know there's going to be obstacles. Here's, I think, the advice that Spirit's trying to give here. Yes, there is, okay? But there's a new beginning down both. You just need to choose which, almost like which obstacles you feel you're going to have a better chance of overcoming. Which obstacles you're going to feel like working through, climbing over, dealing with, okay? It's like picking the lesser of two evils, so to speak, but I don't think there's anything evil in that. That's just a saying, right? But you're going to pick the one maybe that your intuition tells you, you know what? There's going to be difficulty on both, but this is the one. Let your intuition talk to you. Let Spirit talk to you and help you out. Okay, love these messages for you. Now, let's get some tarot just for further advice, guidance, clarification, confirmation of what we've been talking about here. Sorry, having a hard time. Okay. We have the Seven of Spells, or the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you may have to. There may be a little bit of you having to defend yourself here, okay? There may be a little bit of you having to stand up and you know what, explain or maybe try to even recruit others in this to help you. But usually with the Seven of Wands, it's you having to stand up and fend for yourself, okay? And again, I feel like this is it. You're going to pick the path where you know you can fend for yourself, all right? Next we have 10 of Visions, or the 10 of Cups. There will be emotional fulfillment at the end of this. I already said this is a new beginning. This is breaking free, right? You are going to feel emotionally fulfilled. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to, you know, if it's your hope or dream that's coming in and you continue to work hard, or you just have the epiphany of, this is what I want to do. You work hard, you know, you need to overcome some obstacles here. Then pile one, you will have emotional fulfillment at the end of this. Okay, let's get one more. We have the Five of Visions. The Five of Visions is the Five of Cups. The thing with the Five of Cups is, this is just what I want to say, a gentle reminder. Don't freak out if whatever it is, whatever path you've gone down, if something rolls down and falls in the water. Look, there's going to be some setbacks, especially in this area. So if you resonate with just this one, yeah, there's going to be some setbacks, but you just keep moving forward. You know, climbing the mountain isn't going to be easy, but you just keep moving forward. You do not allow yourself to panic and be like, okay, it's all over now. My ball's in the water, or her crystal ball, it could be, or whatever it is for her. That's it. It's gone. It's over. It's done with. They do not want you to take on that energy, okay? So that's just a reminder. You're going to feel like that probably, but don't give up. Now, let's get some oracle cards here. I have some really cute oracle decks, so let's get them going. Get them in here for you. We have Dream. We're talking about dreams and wishes and hopes, right? Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. Right? Take your mind off it. You can't just be focusing and concentrating, I want to say, all the time. Sometimes you may need to take that little bit of time out to allow yourself to dream, to get lost in a book, right? That's a great example, you know, to sit out in nature, to run through the woods, walk, whatever it is, and just allow yourself to embrace, I don't know, the mystical and the magical, the using your imagination, right? Let's get another here. Cleanse. Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glades. Okay, love that. This may be hard work for some of you, right? It very well may be very hard work, but you just, you know, look, I love the ball. It falls in. It's not the end of the road here. Look, maybe that crystal ball or whatever it is for her just needed to be rinsed off. You think of the same way with yourself. You know what? Wash your weary spirit. Keep on going. Do not give up and call on spirit here. Really, really, really. So let's get another. And this is a really cute deck. Well, cute, I don't know, it's beautiful actually. Botanical Inspirations. And I'm gonna, from the book, actually give you the inspired message that goes with the card, okay? Maybe the flower in this will mean something to you. But we have Hyacinth, playfulness. Even though it's going to be hard work, keep a playful, fairy-like, youthful spirit about yourself, okay? I'm just going to read this too, if I can find the book. Hang on. Okay, playfulness. Joseph Chilton Pierce quote, "Play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance." Love that. The inspirational message: take time each day for a light-hearted fun. Take a break from work and simply get up and move. Go outside barefoot and feel the grass between your toes. Twirl around and let the wind take your troubles away. It just so fits into this Daffodil Fairy card. A playful attitude will infuse everything you do with more energy, right? So if things seem a little bleak, remember this reading, come back to it. All right, pile one, that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed this for August, and good luck with all of this. And remember, a little hard work didn't kill anyone, all right? So just think of Pentacles, nose to the grindstone here, and make it happen, get it done. Thanks again, and I will see you maybe in pile 2 or 3, or I will see you in the next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2, this card, or this carnelian heart crystal. I'm going to set this over here for you. Move this out of the way. We're going to get right into your reading, pile 2. I'm going to say pile 1. Like, seriously, it was great. I don't know. Sometimes that just everything comes together and I love it. All right. So I do have Oracle and Tarot here, and we're going to be doing more live Tarot and Oracle at the end of the reading too. So let's start talking about what is an important theme in the month ahead for August. Okay. We have Starry Night and Acceptance. I like that. Starry Night, acceptance. Okay. What is it that you are accepting here? I'm looking at this card and it just reminds me of an Indigenous princess, right? Okay. So what I want to say is this: you accepting your ethnicity? Is this you accepting who you are? Is that going to be the theme for the month ahead for you, pile 2? You accepting what it is that you stand for. That's what I see in this card, right? You know, you accepting where it is you're from, what language you speak, okay? What your heritage or your ancestry is, what your religious or spiritual beliefs are, what your customs may be. I feel like it's everything to do with your ethnicity, okay? I'm just going to say that, just acceptance. That's what I feel from this card. Acceptance could also just be part of, maybe one person needs to hear that. I don't know, but I just feel that's what it is. All right. And maybe for some of you, it's acceptance. This month is where you are going to come to terms with something, someone, something, acceptance. And this theme may run straight through all of these cards too. So let's look at the next grouping here, which is a secret that will unfold. And this one had 2 cards come out when I made these last night. So sometimes I make them, I let them sit with my selenite crystals overnight, and then I get back into it so that it's fresh and new to me, because I'll forget what I may have seen, right? So, okay, a secret that will unfold. See, when I look at this Child of Boons and this 5 of Boons, which is the Page and 5 of Boons, what are they? Pentacles, money, feeling of lack, not having. But yet, that's this. But here I feel is that same young boy where, look, he's walking into something good, right? Snowy, cold, dark here, and it looks like summer or spring, and bright and green and fresh here. I'm also going to pull the card that goes with this for the best way to deal with it. Okay. Okay. What I feel here is the secret that's going to unfold for some of you, it's going to have to do with money. It's going to have to do, let's go back to what I said about this card, which I love. Maybe it's something to do with inheritance. I'm going to put this card first and then this one, because I feel like you're going from here to here. Okay, that's what I feel like the secret is. There is something that has been kept from you, withheld from you, kept secret from you, that has to do with money, with wealth, with abundance, things. I think of inheritance is what I want to say, where you didn't know that maybe there's something that belongs to you or something that should have been given to you, whether it's money, things like maybe it's a watch that you wanted of an aunt and uncle, of someone that's passed, a parent, a sibling, whatever it is. Maybe there's something that you wanted and you were told, oh, we didn't find that, or oh, they must have gotten rid of it, or whatever. And that wasn't true. That's what I feel you're going to find out in and around the month of August. Sometimes these can go out a few weeks. Sometimes it even starts before August and can go out past August, okay? And it doesn't mean everything gets resolved in August either. It's just, I feel like that's the time frame, sometimes even 3 months out, where something like this happens. And it's going to be upsetting, I think, to you. But here's what I want to say. Good comes of it in the end, okay? There's a reason when the cards fly out, when I'm shuffling them to pick the piles or flipping through. In this case, I was shuffling last night, and 2 of them come out, and I looked at them, and I didn't in that moment know the story or the message from Spirit, but I knew that this was from rags and riches to something good, right? So I kept both and I didn't put them back. I was like, okay, they're meant to be together for that reason. You have to believe, because the pages are young and they're curious and they believe that good will come, good can happen. There's good out there, right? That's just who they are. So just be prepared for that. Something is it's going to be around something like that, where I just feel like something was withheld from you. That's the secret, and you're going to find out. Now, you're probably going to be angry in the beginning, but maybe take on that page energy and just be like, you know what? I'm just happy that this has finally come to light, and I always kind of knew, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. How to help you through this, because you're going to be angry, I feel, or upset at the very least in some way. Disappointment, whatever it is, betrayal. You're going to go through those emotions. Lean on Spirit, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you that you go to. Your ancestors, okay? Your family, other family members. But I want to say in spirit, all right? But it could be your other family members too. Receiving from the angels, shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. Let yourself be wrapped in love from Spirit, from the angels. Let them come in and help heal you from the hurt that maybe you're going to feel from this. Happiness, I feel, is going to be in there too. But the fact that it was a secret kept from you in some way is you're going to feel betrayed. Let them come in and help you feel through all of those emotions, okay? Because it's almost like grieving, right? You go through different stages of grieving. You're going to go through different stages of, I want to say, from disappointment to anger in this. Let them help you through it. Let them wrap their angel wings around them. Imagine that, okay? Let them help you. Ask them to come in and help you deal with this, to be the bigger person, because it wasn't a very big person or people who did this to you. You be the bigger person. All right. Blessing that will appear this month. We have the 4 of Spells. Oh, well, that's cute. I love this. The little fairies, elves here, the little elves I feel are going through the woods. It feels like a family to me. It feels like it's almost like it's grandma and maybe the parents and a child. And the 4 of Spells is a happy card, okay? The 4 of Spells, Wands. Sorry, I have to when I have decks that have different, I have to write it down so I don't get confused. But spells are the wands. This is happy. This is celebration. So a blessing that's going to be coming in. But let's look at this card and see if we can get more. Come together. Okay. Right? Coming together. Like accomplishment. Progress. All right. When I think of the 8 here. But this reminds me of family as well. This reminds me of 2 people. The 4 of spells or wands can also represent weddings. So maybe a blessing that's going to happen or come through for you this month. I feel like there's a few things here. Can be maybe for some of you, you're going to have a child. You're going to be adding to your family. Maybe if there's been difficulty in your family in the last little while, maybe August is the month where you all come back together again. Yeah, I just feel with this come together card, the way to deal with this, the way to embrace it is coming together. I feel for some of you, this is, it could be an engagement. It could be a wedding. It could be children coming in. It could be a family coming back together, and that's going to be the blessing, okay? And you just have to accept it and embrace it. This is what this card is about. Embrace. How are you going to deal with that? If it's a family, especially, that's coming back together after maybe some difficulty. And maybe for some of you, it's just family coming back together that you haven't seen for a long time. Summer is a time of family reunions, right? I feel like that's the blessing that's going to be coming into you. So just remember, let it come together, let it connect, let the, glue it, let it stick, whatever. Yeah, that's what I want to say about that. Now, pile 2, will there be any notable situations or events happening this month? I also just want to say too, because this is a lot about, like I said, your heritage, your ancestry, where you're from, who you are. Maybe with this family thing, once this happens, it does bring people back together, right? If we want to tie this in, you can see how they loosely go together or can be individual. But let's see what else. We have 9 of spells. Oh, the 9 of wands. Okay. Not depicted the same in this card, but what I want to say is there could be a situation or event that comes up that maybe has been going on for some time. Oh, wow, I do feel like it comes back in here, and this is very much family. This is family related, or at least people that feel like family, okay? Some people could say that their workmates feel like family, or people that they're on a sporting team or whatever. So how it resonates with you, just take it in that way. But this is usually someone that's been through a lot, okay? This is someone that's been fighting big battle, little battle, after battle, after battle, after battle, and they just keep, and depicted in some of the other cards, they keep collecting the wands, right? Until they're able to eventually, with the 10 of spells, it would be lay them down and start fresh. I feel right now that you are you're coming to the end. You're getting close to that. Okay. So whatever this event or situation is, it's getting close to the end, but I just have a feeling that it's been going on for quite some time and you're just exhausted and tired. Let's look at a way that you can deal with it or embrace it. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Okay, yeah. This just may, is it impasse or impasse? I don't know which way I'm going with that. You've come to an impasse, I think. Either way, it looks French to me too, but whatever. You guys will know better. Yeah, this might be something that may never end. Okay, like it may be one of those things, where sometimes you have to walk away from, especially with family or people that you're having a huge disagreement with. Okay, you just have to walk away because you're like, this is never going to end. They're not going to give. I would give, but they're not even going to accept me giving an inch, right? Or maybe you're the one who doesn't want to give. Okay, All I know is that you feel like you've been through it. You're weary, you're tired, you're beaten up, and you just need to realize that maybe this is something that you're all going to have to agree to disagree on. You're going to have to just redirect your energy, right? Reflect and redirect your energy and just move past it, move away from it. Okay, take your energy away from it. It's been going on for way too long, and I just feel like, you know what? It's not serving your highest good, because you're not getting anywhere with this. Okay, so let's get some more tarot here, and then we're going to do some more oracle, but we're going to do tarot for further clarification, confirmation, advice, guidance, pile 2, okay? Love this reading for you. August is a big month, you know, pile 1, I loved it, but it's, you know, it's a big month. Keeper of Boons. Okay, so this is the King of Pentacles. I love the first card out. Look where it's coming right up here. Things are going to get better, right? Things are going to get better, and that's what I loved about this, right? From here to here, yeah. Take on that energy. Once you get to here of the King of Pentacles, you know what? You keep working hard. You don't give up. You stay grounded. You stay disciplined. What I want to say is maybe you're going to take on this energy in here too, or in any of this situation where you are the leader. You are strong and solid, and you feel secure in yourself. And for that reason, you don't need to react to this or keep yourself in this down here situation, okay? The King of Pentacles is sure of himself. He's smart, but he's grounded. He doesn't get all fiery and, well, he, you know, as a rule, he doesn't get all fiery and passionate, maybe like the King of Wands, and he doesn't get all you know, I told you so, I'm the smart one, I know more than you, like the King of Swords can at times. He's just a calm, steady Eddie, okay? So just remember that in all of this. Next out, we have 8 of Visions. Oh, or the 8 of Cups. Yeah, I love its touch in here. In some cases, you just need to walk away. Even up here, rather than reacting, I feel like the King of Pentacles can go more up here, and maybe this card can come more down into here where you just may need to walk away, okay? You just may need to walk away and say, you know what, it's not worth it. It's not worth my emotional health, my mental health, or my physical health to keep dealing with this. Doesn't mean you're a sore loser or you're pouting. They can think whatever they want. You know the truth. You're not doing it out of defeat. You're just doing it out of who is this serving and why. Okay, then we have the 5 of Challenges. Oh, the 5 of Swords. Yeah, love this. The 5 of Swords for me is winning at all costs. It doesn't matter who you hurt, who you tramp on, whose feelings you hurt. You know, you feel like the big winner, the big guy, you know, the big person in it, when really, were there any winners? I love these cards coming out right now, pile 2. There's no winners. That's what this message is. You know, don't stay in the battle here. Don't retaliate up here. There's no winners when you do that. It's best to just be the King of Pentacles, take on that energy, and walk away. Wow, love that. Okay, let's get a few oracles here for further guidance, clarification, confirmation. Just little things you might need to know. Radiance, keep your head held high and follow the sun. Okay, there's the advice for you, right? You be the bigger person. And let yourself be, oh, well, that one just came out. Let yourself shine bright. Let the spotlight shine on you for the perfect example of how you behave here, or how you're behaving. Forbearance. Do not be deterred by the thorn amidst the roses. Yeah. Whoever or whatever that is, you're looking up. You're the sun shining down on you, the rose, okay? Forget the thorny person. You know what? it's just so not worth it. That's what I just want to say over and over again from Spirit. It's just so not worth it. You know what? You've gotten finally up here and found out about what it is that you've been wanting to know, and it's not worth retaliating. Down here, it's not worth staying in it, because there won't be any winners. Okay, this card here that I have too, there's actually, it's called Botanical Inspirations, and there's always a beautiful flower and a saying and an inspirational message in the book that I read. It's short and sweet. Tuberose, I guess is the name of it. Dangerous pleasure. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. And I can't say this guy's name, but I'll just hold the card up so you can see it. All right. But let's get the message that goes with this in the book. It was, is it tuberose or tuberose? I'm not sure which way you say that. The message. There are times, oh, you guys, there are times to be restrained, and there are moments when your wild, sensual side yearns to be expressed. If you never take risks and allow yourself a few dangerous pleasures, you will never discover your own true colors. We were talking about your true colors being who it is that you really are, accepting it all. Okay, the other part of that message, I just lost it again there, is there are times to be restrained. Okay, to be the bigger person. Pile 2, I hope that you enjoyed this message. It was beautiful for you for August. I wish you the best with this, because these things are not always easy, right? But remember, just be the rose, okay? Bask in the sun. Hold your head high. Be the bigger person. I will see you either, you can go back and watch 1 or 3 if you want to, pile 1 or pile 3, or I can see you in some of my other readings, and if not, in the ones coming up in the future. Thank you again. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3, this card, or this Unakite heart crystal. I'm going to set this right over here from you and remove this. Let's get right into your reading for August energy. Look, this is jam-packed. Pile 1 and pile 2 have been wonderful. And I don't always say that in my readings. Like, sometimes I do, but I really have to be feeling it, and I'm really feeling it. So I have high expectations here, pile 3. There's tarot and oracle in here. We're going to be doing live tarot and oracle at the end as well. But let's look at first card out here, which is an important overall theme for the month ahead in August. Wild Rose Fairy Love. Well, I love that card. Okay. Wild Rose Fairy Love. So let's just talk about it a little bit, because this is kind of overall. We may find the other piles here will tie in into the theme, and maybe this has come up as a theme because for some of you this is the main message. Okay, just be open-minded. Is love coming into your life in August? As I always say, I don't do specific love readings, but if they come up in a reading, well, we can't ignore it. It's there. So maybe for some of you, you're finding love in August. And that can be love from platonic to romantic. Okay, what's popping into my head is a little puppy. Maybe you find the love of your life in a pet. Okay, I'm seeing a little puppy. A little, actually, Alaskan Malamute. I watch Life with Malamutes here on YouTube, and I'm just, look, the Alaskan Malamutes are beautiful, but the little puppies are absolutely, well, all puppies are cute, but they are just fur balls. You must go back and watch their videos if you want to see the cutest little fluff balls ever alive. But yeah, maybe that's it for you. Maybe, and I feel like she's falling. Maybe for some of you, you're going to be falling in love in the month of August. And remember, the times can go out as well. It may be happening to you now as we start the month, right? So there could be that. I also feel that maybe for some of you, you're just self-love, self-care, self-compassion. It may be a month where you say enough is enough. I need to take care of me. The other thing that's coming in is finally, and I'm saying it like that, doing what it is that you love in whatever area of your life, okay? So that's what I feel like we're talking overall theme. Let's get into some of the other stuff now too. A secret that will unfold and the best way to deal with it. We have the liar or the devil. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Whenever, I always don't feel this way about the devil card when I see it. It's this card. It's this guy. I feel like you're being lured in. Like, come here, come over here. I don't know. They're saying, though, there's two sides to this card, okay? That's one of them. So a secret that will unfold, is this something that you were lured into, talked into believing as truth? It's, those family secrets that you hear and so said it, and so that's become the truth of the matter. I feel it's something like that for you, okay? Oh, well, that's what Aunt Edna always said, so it must be true. And I'm like, feeling like, no, it really isn't always. That was not the truth, okay? I feel like it's that for you. That's the type of secret that's going to be unfolding. Something that you were talked into, lured into. I know there's going to be other words to be used, so whatever's popping into your mind as you're hearing this, made to believe to be the truth about something. And it also is that I get that feeling that because right now I have an uneasy feeling in my stomach, and so do you, about whatever this is. And because the real truth. Or at least you think you do. Well, okay, so you think you do because they've told you to believe that that's what the truth is. But it's like you feel like, no. And even if you don't know what it is, you know that what you've been told certainly isn't. So it's always left a bad feeling, a bad taste in your mouth even. The best way to deal or embrace this, okay? Savoring pleasure. I fully embrace bliss in my life, okay? I think this is hilarious coming out with the devil card, because isn't that giving in to all temptations and things that look good but aren't necessarily good for you, okay? That could be a little message right there for someone on the side that doesn't have anything to do with secret. I also want to say something else that doesn't have anything to do with the secret that will unfold, but maybe just a message in itself is, you know what? Maybe it's time that you take pleasure in some things. Remember I said back here, you start caring for yourself, right? Maybe you start self-love, compassion, care. This is, it's time to indulge in some of the savory pleasures of life, okay? Don't let yourself get addicted to it, though. Whatever it is, it could, I see music, it looks like perfume, I see candles, I see wine, whatever it is. I feel like it does go back to this love theme with pamper yourself is what I want to say here, okay? Indulge the devil energy, pamper yourself, but of course in a good way. Now, back to the secret. I feel like when you find this out, here's what I want to say. Don't fall into the devil energy of revenge, of I'm going to get you now because now I know the truth and you've lied to me all this time. And then you turn into the liar, okay, or the devil. And now you're being spiteful and all of those things. And Spirit just wants me to say, no, the best way to deal with it is, I want to say dismiss. I don't necessarily know if they want me to say dismiss the person or dismiss the situation. Just be like, you know what? I know the truth now. I always felt that what you were telling me, and you should stand up for yourself and say this was not true. But you know what? I just can't even. I almost want to say too, and I hope you're understanding me. I feel if this is your situation or you have this idea about maybe a family lie or a lie somewhere. It might not be with family. It could be anywhere that you're like, you know what, water under the bridge. I know the truth now. I'm glad I know the truth now. I always felt that what I was told was not true, but I'm not going to linger and stay in that negative devil energy. I'm going to enjoy my life. That's what I want to say. That's how it should come out. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two. Now, let's go on to, and when I say spirit, if I didn't say, it's God, source, universe, or whomever it is for you, pile 3, okay? It's almost like find the love in the situation and just be like, you know what, water under the bridge. See you later. I'm going to let that just go down the drain. I don't have the time, the energy, and it's not for my highest good to go into devil energy and, you know, duke it out with you over this. Now, blessing that will appear this month. We have the oldest one, 5, the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant card. Ooh, I love the Hierophant. I love the Hierophant because, well, one, I'm a Taurus moon. So, you know, the Hierophant card is Taurus, right? Or represents Taurus. So I think I just feel for that. But I'm also a Sagittarius rising. And Sagittarius, I'm telling you this for a reason, is always about learning, right? Belief system, studying, learning, traveling and learning things, your beliefs, all of that. So my point, pile 3 is I feel, as I always say, this is the teacher and the student for me, okay? You might be the teacher, you might be the student. Next time in a situation, you might be the student and someone else is your guide, your mentor, your teacher. I spoke of all those other things that it always happens for a reason. You know, sometimes spirit lets me just have a little bit of what I'll call verbal diarrhea to get the point out, which is maybe for some of you, the blessing that's going to come in is you are finally going to have the opportunity, the time, the means, as in money, the energy to do a class, a course, a training, a seminar, anything where you get to learn. But there's a flip side to this. I feel like this pile 3 is very much a flip side. You finally get to do what it is that you love, or you finally get to learn about what it is that you love. The flip side to that is maybe you're the teacher and you finally get to teach, you get to hold and a course, a seminar, you get to teach a topic or craft, a science, whatever it is, because it's what you love to do. Ooh, I like that. So this may be in August for you, the blessing coming in or that's going to appear is going to be you having that opportunity to be the teacher or to learn something that you've always wanted to learn about. I love it. Okay. Another blessing that could appear is the Hierophant also can represent marriage. Okay. And did that come up in one of the other piles, but with a different card? I can't remember. Oh, the 4 of, what was it? The 4 of spells, the 4 of wands. So I don't remember which pile it was in, pile 1 or 2. Well, it was one of them. But it kind of come up with maybe you're going to get engaged. Maybe you're going to meet the love of your life. Again, I think I might have said that up here, right? So it'll be different for each one of you. Like I said, it could be individual message. It can all tie together. Slow and steady is the best way to embrace or deal with this. Oh, I love that. I'm a sucker for a good message from Spirit, you guys. Whatever this is, slow and steady is going to win the race, okay? Because I feel like this is exciting. I feel excited. I have little goosebumps because I feel like you're like, finally, finally. Did I not say that somewhere? I may have said that in another reading. No, it might have been at the beginning of this. It's that same feeling, finally, this is happening. Okay. Slow and steady. Just keep yourself grounded. Don't get too much up in your head. Don't get too much in your heart because, both ways you can kind of go awry here. Just Keep your communication clear with the 3, the 12, which is a 3. Slow and steady wins the race here, okay? I also want to say slow and steady reminded me of Pentacles of Slow, Steady Eddie. But also with the 3, maybe it is the 3, like, I don't know why I'm going 3 of Pentacles on this, but I am. It kind of reminds me maybe of the 3 of Pentacles, where you are going to be working and collaborating or communicating with other people. Okay, love that message. So there's something in that area I feel like it's going to be coming in for you. It could be you just always wanted to learn how to crochet. I don't know. You want to go take a cooking class because you've always wanted to learn how to make a decent cheesecake, whatever. All right. So just keep that in mind, pile 3. Let's get on to the next, which is, will there be any notable situations or events happening? Okay. We have the wide world, which is the World card. There's going to be a situation coming in, or sorry, a situation in the month, or like I said, in and around it. Time's fluid. I really feel it's coming to an ending. There's something that's coming to an ending. Again, I feel there's dual in this. For some of you, it may be a sad ending, as in, you know, because I feel like this stag here, this white stag is walking away. So I feel it as in an ending of you're walking away from something. Okay, it's the end of a cycle. Maybe for some of you, again, you can look at this in all areas of your life. You're finally walking away from a job. Maybe you're retiring. It's the end of a cycle. Okay, but something's come to completion. It could be a relationship. And with retiring, that's a happy ending, right? So it can either be there. I think again, this pile 3, it's one, you know, it can be both. It can be sad, or it can be a happy ending where you're like, yes, I'm finally retiring. And if you're really lucky, you may be retiring early, right? Like, I feel like it's that type of thing. But let's take a look here. And we are talking about love, so it could be the ending of a relationship, you know, whether it's, you know, your friend, which is platonic, you still love them though, or romantic. But here's the thing, way to deal with it or embrace it is staying focused and holding the course. Okay. Whether this is, okay, so I'm going to say if this is in, say, a sad or bad way, that there's an ending, you know it needs to happen. You know there is a path out there. Look, you're setting out, you know, you're plotting, like here, you're plotting your course. You need to hold the course. Okay, yeah, you need to hold the course. You need to stay focused, and away you go. For some of you, this can just be like in a situation or event where finally it's like I had in one of the other piles, it's a situation that's never going to end, right? It just isn't. And you know, there are no winners in it. Here, I feel like, no, there's something that's coming to an end, whether it's happy or sad, different for different people. But you need to stay focused, hold the course, let it come to its completion. And maybe for something, I'm sorry if I'm confusing this. Hang on just a sec. This could even be something like you were working on something with someone or involved with someone in a project or in a business, or you just did something. Maybe you always exercised together. Maybe you always went out bike riding together, and now they're moving. So it's coming to an end, right? It's bittersweet. It could even be something along those lines, right? Okay. I feel like that's where I need it to go with that. But, you know, but if that is, say it's your cycling partner, you know, don't lose focus, stay on track. Like, you can keep going. You can find another partner. Okay. I feel like that's it's one of those events or situations where, you know, it's just coming to, or it could just be coming to a natural end. I feel like I just want to keep talking about it. But let's get some advice, some clarity, confirmation, guidance about what's here on the table. Maybe something will come up to give us a little more on that. Okay, we have the Lovers. Okay, with the love card. Now, the Lovers in tarot can mean many different things. Look, here we have a couple, okay? So, you know, we can say it's romantic love. It can also be a great partnership. It can be someone that you just feel, wow, you know, you're the yin to my yang, you're the peanut butter to my jelly. Like, you are just someone that I like to be with. It could be a friend, but it's someone that really means something to you in some way. Okay, so I love the way that's tying in with what we talked about, this Lovers card in the beginning, but it's also doing something you love, which means I'm very happy it landed on these two cards, because you are, whether you're the teacher or the student, you're doing something that you love to do. Okay, oh, love it, love it. Now, let's get another. This could also go up to the self-care, right? Loving yourself. Seeker of boons. Okay, seeker, who are you? The Knight. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. I love that it's on here. I talked about being the steady Eddie, slow and steady, steady Eddie. To me, that's what the King and the Knight of Pentacles is, especially the Knight, right? Steady Eddie, just going with the flow, you know, sticking to the daily grind, being responsible, being hardworking, trying to be productive, okay? Just stay into course, right? Staying focused, hold the course. Love that. Take on that Knight of Pentacles energy. Let's get one more, and then we'll go to the oracles at the end, pile 3. The Six of Boons, or the Six of Pentacles. Oh, the Six of Pentacles is always, for me, that kind of, you know, it's harmony, it's success. And she's just feeling protected by it all. I love that. I feel like this is self-nurturing and self-care coming up to here. But the Six of Pentacles is you having enough for yourself in life, feeling abundant in your life, not only for you, but you're then able to help others and give to others, okay? So that could just be a message for someone in general. But I also feel, because she's resting here with all of these cute little bunnies on her, and it's just, you know what? I'm content. That might be it. I feel content. All right, let's get some oracles here, pile 3. Retreat. Never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. The bubble bath. Taking some time out for yourself. Treating yourself. Going on a retreat, maybe. That's how you do it. Savoring those small pleasures, right? Giving into that little bit of, you know, devil energy in the good way of, you know, indulging in the simple pleasures and the savory pleasures of life. Adventure. Live wild and free. I love that too. You know what? It's right here. It's you. It's whatever this ending is. I feel it goes in here. It's you go. Look, we have the white stag. He is wild. He is free to roam. That's what I feel. Go on the adventure. Don't be afraid of it. Okay. Oh, and that card just flew out. I didn't even have a chance as I was shuffling to tell you. This is the Botanical Inspirations. Beautiful flower. A quote. Oh, this time it's William Shakespeare. And I read it from the book, The Inspirational Message. So we have, is it Gloxinia, the flower? Love at first sight and proud spirit. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. William Shakespeare. Okay, let's put it here with those two. Like I said, sometimes a love message just comes in. and I think that's the way it should. I'm not dissing anyone. You know, I'm a sucker for a good love reading sometimes. But I don't know, for me, my own personal reading, I just like for it to happen organically and whatever. I've tried doing love readings. I don't know if it's just me, if I'm a bit of a prude or what it is. I can't get into it the same. But you know what? I like for it to happen organically like this in a reading where, you know what, for some of you, it can be love. The inspirational message. There are rare moments in life when you meet someone and you know in an instant that this person will be important to you for a long time, right? Whether it's friend or relationship, like romantic. People come into our lives to teach us the lessons we are ready to learn. Some stay for a while, leave footprints on our hearts, and we are never, ever the same. Flavia Whedon. I love that message. Okay, pile 3, there you go. I wish you the best. I wish you a lovely August. Look, there's some really interesting messages in here. You know, work with spirit and use this energy that's on the table right here to your advantage in whatever way you can. All right. In a good way, of course. And you know what? Maybe you can go back and look at pile 1 and 2 if you feel called to, or look at some of my other readings. If not, I'll see you in my future readings. Thanks so much.